Taysom Hill situation?
Yeah, Taysom got hurt third to the last play in our game against Utah State. He received a pretty clear signal from the sideline like this, which means the clock is going. He interpreted that meaning run the play. Took his eyes away. Victory was signaled in right after that. Got hurt. So miscommunication, and I'm responsible for anything that happens when one of our guys gets hurt. So that's what happened.
How long do you think he'd be out for the remainder?
Yeah, remainder of the year.
What's the injury?
Good question. You can talk to Jeff about that. Multiple injuries. There's a ligament that's damaged. There's a hamstring that's damaged. So you can talk to Jeff. He took a helmet right on the knee on the last play.
Were you trying to kill the play before it happened? Were you thinking?
Oh yeah. It was the victory signal went in as soon as his eyes went away. Everyone was yelling victory, 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 but he didn't hear it. And so again, the signal was like this, which means the clock is running, which is good. He interpreted that meaning run the play, and right after that the victory signal went in. So it's really unfortunate. Cleaner communication on our part needs to be done, so it's easier on him. It's not his fault, it's our fault.
Is Riley ready to start?
Riley's ready.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about the blackout and how you're feeling about that this week?
I'm excited about it. I think the players are, and hopefully the fans are. I'm sure some are hesitant because considering it breaking tradition. Hopefully they'll just come and enjoy a great football game against a really good opponent.
So Bronco, were you trying to call timeout then?
We were actually just trying to say victory, victory, and thought he would look over at least one more time, but he took his eyes away and never looked back. And victory came maybe a second after that signal, and so yeah, it's really unfortunate, but it's our fault as coaches and not communicating clearly enough.
Is this an injury he can come back from next year then?
Sure.
Spring ball back for that?
Not sure. So again, you can get with Jeff. All the prognosis and how long it will take is a little bit new to me, and I don't rather than be pinned down. I'm not quite sure, but hopefully for spring.
Riley take all the reps today in practice, or did James get some?
No, Riley took them all, and that'll be the case most likely all week. He was close to being ready a week ago, so if there is a silver lining, the injuries just happen to one's going out and others coming back, and so. But I hate to see. He took a hard hit right at the end, but again, Riley's feeling much better.
Is Riley's back 100%?
Hard to say. I didn't watch him today. I was with the defense, so I'll see him through the week, but it was close to, and I thought it was really close last week, so I would assume by the time we get to Saturday it will be.
Did you think you had dodged a bullet in post-game, or were you actually suspicious that he might actually be really hurt the way you'd seen it happen on the field?
Oh, I didn't think he was hurt at all. I didn't get a call or a text till Sunday midday, so it was news to me. I didn't think there was any issue.
Did he know he was hurt?
He did, but it wasn't. He didn't know the significance of it. He just thought it was hurt, and so MRI was either whatever day we played was the next day. So I think maybe that's when I found out Saturday midday that he was hurt.
It looked like you might have been running toward the head linesman to maybe try and call timeout right before the snap. What was that?
Once I saw him not look back, and not even though the coaches were frantically yelling victory, and I was trying to do anything to get to that point. So yeah.
If Riley cannot go,
James.
and talk about him.
James is a really good player, and he's very persistent and dedicated, and just waiting his chance. He's a good player.
Do you have Alex back playing quarterback this week?
We don't. Nope. Jason Munz is after him.
You were of one school of thought relative to quarterback risk with mobile quarterbacks, and then you kind of came around to a different style. Does this give you pause?
Sure. Yeah, and anytime, it's not a sustainable model, especially when a quarterback carries it 19 times in a game, especially when our quarterbacks run as hard as they do and aren't really avoiding contact. They're trying to get every yard possible. So either the carries lessen or we become more risk aversive at the end of sliding and dodging contact, etc. But it's hard to sustain the model when those kind of hits are being, and it could have happened the first play, it could have happened the last play.
Bronco, how do you assess the overall health of your team at this point, halfway through the year?
Man, I think it's pretty good. I'm encouraged overall. There's always a couple key injuries here and there, but I like where we are right now, so I think we're handling it okay.
Do you think that the emphasis during fall camp to remain healthy made a big difference as
Man, I would love to think that. I think ultimately the end of the season will tell us that, but right now I think so.
Do you expect any guys like Mike Haig or Adam Hine back?
Mike was running around pretty well today, which I liked. I'm not sure whether they're expecting him for this one or for Notre Dame, but the way I saw him today, he could be this week. Adam still seems to have a ways to go. And so, again, the best thing to do with that one is talk to Jeff specifically. I'm just kind of waiting for the testing to say he's ready to go, and what's holding him up, I'm not sure.